Hi there, I'm Erin, and welcome to the room where all of my books live on this tiny little bookshelf. I have two more at my parents' house that my mom loves to remind me of, just so I don't go buy more books. But book buying, book collecting is different than book reading. These are like my top favorites and my TBRs. I just really feel like going through and looking at all of my favorite book covers and my book editions with you guys. So let's just get into it. So starting off with arguably my favorite special edition set that I own. It's the one you see behind me in this video, and that is my, I think it's Bloomsbury UK special edition Harry Potter books. I bought these two when I studied abroad in Italy, my junior year of college, and then my parents graciously gifted me the rest for my 21st birthday. So that was probably one of my favorite presents ever. So picking up the first one, just to talk about it quickly, they all have book covers with the castle illustration in gold foil, and then on the back of each they have a illustration representing the story. Obviously for the Harry Potter and Philosopher's Stone, aka Sorcerer's Stone, we have an owl carrying a letter, and then as you pull the book out, you see that that's the illustration on the front. Inside, there's just an illustration of the castle that's really beautiful, and then the rest is just the same as the other books. You can see that I wrote in here that I bought this in London, England in 2017. I documented it. But just a quick go through the rest in the series because they all have different illustrations and they're all beautiful. So picking up Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, we see on the back here little Dobby illustration, and then obviously on the front cover as well. I think in here I also wrote where. Yep, I got this one in Paris, France in 2017. So just a really cool gift to myself to remind me of those cool places that I went and the fun books that I picked up. So moving on, we're gonna pick up Prisoner of Azkaban, and on the back, it's so cool. It's an illustration of the night bus. I love it. And then opening that up as well. Oh, it's so beautiful. I love gold foil. And then yeah, so this is where my parents gifted me the rest of the line. I thank them for it every day. I'm so sorry if you hear Ani. He's being really loud. Picking up the Goblet of Fire. We have the three main besties, Harry, Ron, and Hermione on the back, and then obviously on the front cover as well. You can probably see this a bit more. Oh, just beautiful. Just beautiful. So next, picking up the Order of the Phoenix, we actually have Snape and his potions, which, is this because Harry Potter goes through that mind stuff with Snape? It's still just like beautiful, beautiful illustrations. I wish I would have done this myself. I'm mad that I didn't, but I can appreciate how good they are. Okay, so second to last, we obviously have the Half-Blood Prince, Harry Potter, full close-up. Kate blowing in the wind. Yeah, just fun. Just fun things. I'm dorky when I talk about books. Okay, and then lastly we have the Deathly Hallows, which it's Hagrid and Harry when they're flying together on his little motorbike. There, you can maybe see it a little bit better. So cool. So cool. So yeah, this is my favorite set in my entire collection. I have all of my original editions back at my parents' house, you know, with my name signed in them and everything. So I could never get rid of those, trust me. Those are dear to my heart. And then lastly, for my Harry Potter collection, my parents gifted me another Harry Potter edition. And this is like one of the first-ish prints of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. It only has Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets as also available. So one of the earlier prints. But yeah, another one of my favorite Harry Potter editions. So that's it for just my Harry Potter, collection. Moving on, I have two piles in front of me that I just love to look at and I decorate with. So I of course have to mention first the book that started off my entire collecting obsession, and that is The Hound of the Baskervilles by Arthur Conan Doyle. I got this in Edinburgh, Scotland in 2017. This book was actually the first classic that I read, and I really enjoyed it. So this book is a part of a series of collector's editions from Penguin Random House, and they are called the Penguin Hardcover Classics. The illustrator of these books is Coralie Brickford Smith, and I'm so jealous. I want her job. Doing this for the rest of my life would just be ideal. So every book that she designs has a pattern that relates to the plot of the book, and I did not understand what this meant until I actually read it, and I'm obsessed with it. I just love the whole pattern of the moths. So yeah, I'm just gonna go through the other ones in this collector's series that I've gotten over the years. So that is The Hound of the Baskervilles, the only one of any of these books that I have read. So I recommend it. Don't know about the other ones. Here we have Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy. I really actually want to read this one, but Tolstoy and just how thick this is, I gotta be in the right mindset for that, and I'm currently not. So someday I will do this. Next we have Pride and Prejudice by Jane Austen. Just another beautiful edition. This one, Wuthering Heights by Emily Bronte, I got in Paris, France in 2017. I'm just very thankful that I was able to bring these back with me. Next, I have Adventures of Sherlock Holmes by, the same author. So this purchase was definitely inspired by The Hound of the Baskervilles. It just came out in a separate set. So I, of course, wanted, more of the mysteries. But Arthur Conan Doyle is just an easier classics writer. So I find myself able to understand what's actually happening in the book more than, say, other authors. So yeah, this one to me is really cool just because I love deep sea things, but it's 20,000 Leagues Under the Sea by Jules Verne. Just a really cool neon and black book cover. Love it. This one I was actually gifted as a parting gift from graduating college from one of my friends, and that's Far from the Madding Crowd by Thomas Hardy. She knows that within my family, the symbol of bees means something important, aka my mom. She's a queen bee. So she thought that I would love to have a book cover with bees on it, and she was right. I love looking at it, and I think it's beautiful. So lastly, in this set, we have The Odyssey by Homer, and I actually got this one in Austin, Texas in 2018 when I was visiting with friends who I went to Italy with. But yeah, just another really beautiful pattern. So yeah, these are all of the Penguin hardcover classics editions that I have, and I love every single one of them. They're out in my living room so I can look at them constantly. So moving on to more of a random one, we have The Great Gatsby by F. Scott Fitzgerald. I think when I was doing research for classic cover editions, I stumbled upon this and just had to have it, so I scoured the internet for it. I just think it's a beautiful Art Deco cover design. So sticking with the classics, I have The Haunting of Hill House by Shirley Jackson. I believe this is the Penguin horror edition. I loved the TV series, so I obviously wanted to read the inspiration behind it and see how similar or different it was. Unfortunately, I did not finish it. My favorite holiday is Halloween, so I display this every single season. Starting in probably like August. But it's just beautiful and spooky and all the things that I love about Halloween. Orange and black, you can't do better than that. So the last classic I have is The Left Hand of Darkness by Ursula Le Guin. She is one of the authors that paved the way for science fiction back in the day. And I read this book for my literature class back in college and I loved it. I annotated the crap out of it. It's just a beautiful story about connection, and I definitely think I should reread this now that I'm holding it. Now the next books that I have, I've listed them as my all-time favorite books, so in my mind that allows me to have the special editions of them. So these two books I read in 2020 or 2021, and they're both by Madeline Miller, and they are The Song of Achilles and Circe. These are the Bloomsbury special editions, but they are stunning gold foil hardback books. So that one is The Song of Achilles, beautiful book, heartbreaking. And these are both Greek retellings. And this is Circe, her second novel. I have such a habit of looking at the UK covers versus the US covers, and if the UK cover is better, I'm gonna order the UK cover. But this, oh my god, I'm obsessed. It's orange on black. And it also, these look similar, and I love it when authors do that. So I recently got this edition because I marked this book as my favorite book of 2021, and that is The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo by Taylor Jenkins Reid. It's a Waterstones exclusive edition. Waterstones is like the same thing as Barnes & Noble, but in the UK. But I love this story, and I just think that this green Art Deco design just beautifully depicts the story and the elegance of old Hollywood. So I, of course, had to pick it up. It's beautiful. So as I was looking on the UK Waterstone's website. I of course had to pick up a green version of Hamnet by Maggie O'Farrell because it was one of my favorite books in 2022 and I love the color green. But there's just some serious red detail in here that's just beautiful. Stunning. I've not read this book yet, but I saw this in Barnes & Noble and I needed to pick it up. It's Cloud Cuckoo Land by Anthony Doerr. They have gold sprayed top edges, and it's just a linen cover, gold foil, beautiful. Love it. Moving to my second to last one. There's only one of these so far, but I'm hoping she comes out with more. This is A Court of Thorns and Roses Collector's Edition by Sarah J. Maas. And of course, just beautiful gold foil. You see Feyre there with her bow in the forest. But a side note, I followed a girl on TikTok that did page overlays of the story. And you know I got it. They're just inserts, but they're page overlays of the story. And they're beautiful. And I still need to get, I think that they came out with A Court of Mist and Fury. But like, how cool. What a cool idea to put these in books. So I of course had to get the hardcover size and put it in my special edition. This illustrator is amazing at depicting these characters and I'm obsessed. So that is very dear to me, very dear to me. So these last two editions I just received because I saw that Barnes & Noble was doing an exclusive edition on them, and that is The House in the Cerulean Sea and his next book, Under the Whispering Door by TJ Klune. I marked this one as my favorite overall message of 2022, so of course I wanted to pick up both because I love this story as well. But look at these beautiful sprayed edges. They continue the cover design and they're paperback. So it's a win-win. I love paperback books. I love special editions. So I'm really happy to add these to my collection and actually read them physically because I listen to both on audiobooks. So I love collecting books. There's nothing like it. Oh, I forgot. Let's bring this video full circle and talk about Harry Potter really quickly. I recently got this as a gift because why the frick not? I asked for this for Christmas and it's the Bloomsbury edition, just like my 7 here, but the illustrated version of Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. I believe they have Up to the Order of Phoenix out, so I will definitely be asking for these for birthdays, Christmases, you know, on until I have the whole set. But, oh my gosh, how could I not? It's beautiful. There's a huge snitch. That's a snitch for those who don't know. Gold foil. And then taking this bad boy out. And then we have Diagon Alley on the actual book cover with gold foiled edges. And then just looking in here, it's illustrated. This is really hard to show on camera. So yeah, it's displayed nicely on my desk here and I'm in love with it. Okay, wow, oh my god. That was a lot of talking and show and tell. My arms are tired and now I have to go put all these books back, but it was worth it. I love showing off the books that I've collected and that I enjoy looking at and, you know, sharing with people who care. So hopefully that's you. Anyways, I hope you're having a good day or night wherever you are, and I'm sending you so much positivity. And yeah, we'll talk soon. Bye.